Yeah, we're talking about travel with Rachel now. We want to tell you what's happening in the newest addition to the world of travel. We're trying to keep up, so come join me at Travel at Rachel broadcast, and we'll have a great time recording. Hi, Sam. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Thank God. Okay, just so we're gonna back up. My name is Rachel McCafferty Shore. How are you? Uh, I'm here with Sam today. We're gonna talk about Christmas markets, and it's so great to see you. And I'm so glad that you took the time and energy to talk about it with me. So let's get right to it, Sam. Take it from here.
Yes, let's go. Okay. Well, yeah, Christmas markets. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, this time of the year, they're coming already, like end of November, and there are loads of them all over the world. But we're gonna mostly talk about the Christmas markets in Europe right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think
what is a Christmas market for those of us who aren't very knowledgeable?
a Christmas market actually, well, it's just like a normal market but with twinkling lights and like the Christmas atmosphere and like all that. And most of them have loads of attractions as well, like a Ferris wheel or an ice rink. Um, and some have events like with choirs or a little bit of a local scene there going on. Yeah, every Christmas market is different though. So yeah,
Okay, so we're going to take the family and have a good time.
yeah, exactly.
It's important
That's
because we
it.
want family time. It's a good season. All right, so they're
Yeah.
all over Europe.
Yes.
So what are
Yes,
the
they actually are all over Europe.
because in America, I mean, they might be some now, but where I grew up in San Francisco, it wasn't so much a Christmas market as in Christmas windows. Like you would go see a window like at a department store or something, or there
Uh,
might, but not like a real market, not like a outdoor bazaar type of thing. And that's what you're having in Europe, correct?
yes, actually, like whole squares are turning into Christmas markets. Um, Loads of them are also on historical squares or a very well-known place within the city, and they're gonna put stalls over there, and like yeah, everything turns into Christmas vibes. Actually, it's an amazing way to embrace the festive spirits and to indulge in unique seasonal experiences within yeah the country you're visiting. Actually,
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Well, let's go
it
see where
is.
the top ones. No, seriously, it's amazing. Let's go see. So, what are our top Christmas markets in Europe? Tell me about them.
Well, there are loads of Christmas markets in Europe, and there are so many different ones. But we're gonna talk about a few because it's too many to talk about. We just picked some, like the Santa Claus Village in Finland. That's a really special one. So we're gonna talk about it first, and then a few different ones all over Europe, like Copenhagen, Czech Republic, Prague, and Brussels.
Okay, so we what did you say? You said Santa Claus? Explain that to me.
San- yeah, we have Santa Claus Village. It's amazing.
Okay, so it's in
Yeah,
Lapland, Finnish Lapland. Oh my, that must be really
it
cold.
it is.
Okay.
Yes. It is in Finnish Lapland, and it's a year-round Christmas market. Actually, it's a whole village dedicated to Christmas. It's also the home of Santa Claus, or how they say in Finnish, Joulupuki. Um, yeah, well, they're mostly speaking Finnish there, of course, but English is widely spoken as well. But they also have a few like local languages. They call the Sami languages, and yeah, that's that's it actually. Um, Besides English, they also speak German a lot. So Germans go visit Finland. Yeah, that's a little bit about
Well, how do
the
I
Santa
get to
Claus
Finnish
feeling.
Lapland? I mean, okay,
Yeah,
Finland is off near Russia, next to Sweden. It's up high north. So how do I get there?
There are a few different ways to get there. Santa Claus Village is like 8 kilometers from Rovaniemi, which has an airport, so you can fly over there and then take a bus. There are going different buses to Santa Claus Village and to Rovaniemi, so you have loads of options there. You could also take a train from Helsinki to Santa Claus Village if you want to. It's the Santa Claus Express. It's a night train.
Mm.
Um, if you're already in Finland and in close to Helsinki, it's really eco-friendly to take the train instead of a plane. Of course, you could also take a plane from Helsinki to Rovaniemi. Yeah, that's the most known ways to go to Santa Claus Village,
So I
actually.
like that. I personally like the idea of getting to Helsinki, then getting to the night train and then working your way back. And that sounds interesting
Yeah.
because you get a combination of different types of travel as well.
Yes, and you get a more scenic experience while riding the train, even though it's night. But yeah,
Okay. Do you want to show the little movie?
yeah, like the first 30
Just a
seconds
little bit
ish.
about it. I hope it
Yeah,
goes.
it's just
I hope it goes. If not, it worked before. Well, it doesn't want to go. So it's not going to go the movie. Sorry. We'll have to figure out how come it didn't go. Don't know why it didn't go. We'll continue
it's okay.
forward.
We can always yeah, we come back to it.
Okay, so it's a
It's just a
year-round
little
market,
bit.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is the Denmark, Copenhagen.
Yes, Copenhagen,
So we're still
amazing
in
historical
Scandinavia.
city.
We're still in Scandinavia in the winter.
We are. We're working our way down. Yes, still in Scandinavia. The Tivoli Gardens Christmas Market. It's a market in the Tivoli Gardens, which is very well known in Denmark. Um, Definitely worth a visit. It's absolutely beautiful. If you look up the pictures or a little after movie from last year, it looks amazing. The main language, of course, is Danish, but they also speak English a lot. Many
Right.
learn to speak English.
Denmark,
Um,
I know these do. There's Norway, Sweden, and Danish all there, but they all speak English. They all speak English.
yes,
From my
most of them
experience.
speak English.
My experience. And
What
Denmark and
is
Copenhagen is right off of um like how would you get there besides plane? But there's a boat or a train.
yes, a boat. Um, and if you're already in on the island, you can take a bus or a train, or yeah, you can travel by plane, whatever you like. They have actually everything. What's important to know though is that that Denmark don't use is not using the euro, so you need to exchange your money to Danish krone, and 1 krone is about 13 cents in euro. So feel free to transfer to every other valuta you know.
If euro's the base and you transfer it there, then everybody has to go around the euro because it gets too complicated for every currency to start changing. So you use
It
the
is,
euro as a base because it's close enough to Europe to understand. Yeah, right.
yeah,
Okay, so
so it's
we've
like
done
13
Finland, we've done Denmark. Where are we up to now? Oh my, Prague. Oh, I love this city. It's one of my favorites.
cents. I actually have just a few must knowns about Copenhagen as well, if you
Oh,
want to know.
yeah.
Well, Copenhagen is an amazing Christmas city, but it's also very well known for the Little Mermaid statue. It's a story of Hans Christian Andersen, which also Copenhagen is the home of, and it's one of the world's oldest monarchies. And they love their royal family. They have so many royal castles and palaces in the city as well, so definitely worth a visit. If you're already in Copenhagen to visit the Christmas market, definitely go visit those as well and see the Little Mermaid statue.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's not just Christmas, it's the whole country
it
incorporated.
is actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds so much fun. Oh, that sounds so much fun. When are we going? When are we going? When are the Christmas
Uh,
skates? When are they open?
in Copenhagen is open from November 15th to January 5th.
Ah, so basically incorporates both Christmases, right?
Yes,
And why both Christmases? One is the traditional Catholic and one's the Orthodox. So kind of mix
yes,
both together. Okay. That sounds like so much fun. We have to go to Denmark. So I want pictures
yes,
from
let's go.
Denmark. Anybody going to be at Christmas market in Denmark? I want pictures because it sounds like amazing.
Yes, send me those pictures as well.
Okay, we'll send them out. All right. Okay, so next town as we're going south through Central Europe is Prague.
Yes. Um, Prague is amazing. I love that town. It's so beautiful, even if it's not Christmas.
So
It's absolutely amazing. Um,
it's one of my
the
most
language,
favorite cities. One of my most favorite cities.
yes. Well, and it should be because it's so beautiful. So much historical stuff going on there as well. Actually, the old town of Prague is part of the UNESCO World Heritage List. So it's very special actually to go there. English is also widely spoken, but the main language is Czech, and they would love if you put a little effort in to speak a little Czech, like Dobrý den, to say good morning or something like that. That's actually they would love that, and they are so much willing to help you if you just put in the effort to speak a little Czech, like a little is enough.
Okay, because so
And
Prague has the castles.
they they do, and the famous Carol's Bridge, they
Mhm.
have that as well. Um, I would recommend to see the Carol's Bridge and the outside of the castles in the evening as well, as they are beautiful lit.
Okay.
Not only in Christmas time, but also just normally. It gives a really, yeah, how do you say that? I think it gives it gives us a certain vibe, but like a good vibe, old good vibe, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
good vibe, right? So this
Yes,
Prague is using Old Town Square and has the major clock, which is like the ancient clock that goes mystical clock they call it. And there
yes,
is all the little shops and everything that's going on for Christmas, the bazaar out there in the Old Town Square, which is
yes. They have like in the
open, it
middle
was
of
really an open area, right?
yes, it's in the middle. They have a really big Christmas tree, and all around they have different stalls and different activities, and they have these wooden stalls. So it's not like just a desk; it's like the whole little house
Right.
with a little shop in it. It's so beautiful. Um, what's good to know is that they don't use the euro as well. In Prague, they use the Czechish crown. One Czechish crown is like 4 cents in euro. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I guess.
You're becoming an
Uh,
important money person already. Which country? Which money?
yeah. Well, Prague is not that expensive, but it's good to know how to exchange your own money into
Right.
the currency over there and how much it will be. Um,
Okay, so Prague is pretty Central European towards the Eastern European area, like going toward
yes.
the old Warsaw Pact. So in that sense, any train from anywhere would get me, or only flights?
No, you can take trains as well. You can take a flight. The airport is a little bit further away from the city though, but there is really good transportation between the airport and between the city. Uh, you can do public transport, which is the cheapest, of course, but you can also take an airport shuttle transfer or an airport express. What's good to know as well, if you take the public transfer, you can you can buy different kinds of tickets. So you can from 30 minutes valid to like 72 hours valid, and then you can travel. unlimited actually in the city. And children up to 15 years old and adults above 65 are actually free of charge. And between 60 and 65-year-olds, it's half fare. So that's a good thing
So
to
this
know
whole,
and
so
very cheap.
traveling with a family is actually economical. If the children are under 15, they're free on transport. So that is really worth
Yes.
it. And then if you brought your grandparents along or the parents along and they are over 60, they also get a discount. Well, that makes it
Yeah.
worthwhile. Besides the ambiance and the fun, it's also economically friendly. So that's really positive.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if you
great.
buy a 72-hour ticket, you pay 330 Czechish crown. So it's actually very cheap.
Okay. And is that the so with the castle and the bridge and the fair, we have a whole weekend. Like we're like pretty much set for the whole weekend with a family just to go shopping
Yeah.
to the fair.
And
So
you can make it even longer as it Prague is also the home of Mozart, for example. It's also known for its internationally spring music festival. It's not in this season, but it's definitely worth coming back to. Um, yes, so you can make it like easily 5 days there, and
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing.
No, you have to know, like, why am I going? Why would I travel all this way for a festival or for a Christmas market? But you have to say value for your money. There's more to see than just the Christmas market. So yeah, that's great to see.
Yes,
All right, Brussels. Now, this is a surprise, Brussels, because you don't hear about Brussels that much. It's a little country
no.
in the middle of nowhere between Luxembourg and Netherlands and, little nothing. Um, what does Brussels even have to offer?
Well, Brussels itself is actually an already a very diverse city. It's been owned by different countries throughout the years before it became independent in 1830. So it's really the country is not that old yet, actually.
Well,
Brussels
it's in
is
Belgium, but it's the capital of Belgium, right?
yes,
Okay.
Brussels itself is very close to the invisible language barrier. So they speak French and Dutch, but mainly French. Uh, of course, English is widely spoken as well. They pay with the euro, so you don't have to exchange anything if you're from Europe. That's like the practical stuff, I think. Um, Belgium is part of the Schengen area, so if you need a visa, beware.
What do you mean by need a visa? If you get to the euro, you need more than a visa to go to Europe?
Some countries need to apply for a visa, and some don't because we are the Schengen area, which means if you're from like America, you can go to Europe and stay there for 90 days within 180 days. Um, but 90 days the max. But if you're from another country, you might need a visa. So
Oh,
check
okay.
that with the embassy. That's it.
Right. Check that in advance so you know in advance. And basically you
Yes,
come in internationally through the airport, and if you're in Europe, you could take a bus, I think, even.
you can take a bus, you can take a train, you can take whatever you want to. The train is actually pretty fast. You can take a train from Amsterdam Central Station, for example, and that goes through to Brussels like straight with just a few stops. So that's a great way to go there. Um, the international airport is like 12 kilometers from the city center, so you can take the airport train, which departs every 10 minutes, for example, or you can take an airport bus. There are different lines going to the city center, and even public transport day passes are available, so then you can travel the whole day unlimited. Yeah, that is a very
Wow.
eco-friendly as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I have all these questions. I've seen we talked about Brussels and Belgium. So we talked about Lapland and Santa Claus Village. We've talked about Copenhagen and Prague. Now, how do I choose? Where do I go?
Oh, yes, that's that's the really big question, isn't it? Well, it's depending on what you're looking for. Because, for example, Brussels is really family friendly. They have a special baby corner to just quietly feed your baby or change them, or it and a lot of activities for the kids as well. So that you might take in consideration. You take in consideration what you want to see besides the Christmas market, like what I told you about. The Tivoli Gardens itself is very pretty, and you have the Little Mermaid statue in Copenhagen, but you have the bridges in Prague and the castles in Prague, and in Belgium you have the famous Manneke Pis, for example. Maybe you want to see that. It's also known for Grand Palace and City Brussels Hall, that kind of thing. So I think you need to take in consideration if you want to do that as well,
So
and
you
if you
need
want
to
to
know
see that
value
culture.
for money. You need to know children friendly or not, depending if you need children or not. And we need to know
Yeah,
accessibility. So where you're coming, which is the easiest to go. And then
yeah,
Copenhagen and Prague do not use the euro. So we have to take in consideration that you're going to have to change money no matter what. Okay, so those are
yes.
very, very, very strong tips to know because, we want people to travel, we want people to have the most experience popular. Well, Sam, thank you so much. Oh, amazing.
You're welcome.
So
You're
please,
welcome.
so be in contact with Sam or Rachel and we'll help you get to your Christmas market. Great.
Yes, yes, we will. Yeah, and if you want more info, read the blog because I wrote a lot about different Christmas markets. Also, more known Christmas markets in Germany, for example. Yeah, just check it out.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well for having me.